All right, so this is video number 1, and we are wheels up in what time? Five?
It's
6 hours.
6 hours.
6 hours, and we're going to Merida, Mexico. Merida, Mexico.
It's the capital of the Yucatan.
And why did we decide? So what was the plan, Dad? Was the plan to go to Merida? What was the plan?
Well, our plan was originally we were going to go fishing.
Right.
We were going to take like a road trip and hit a number of fishing spots, end up in burning and everything. And then you came up just 4 or 5 days ago and said, "Dad, I don't want to go fishing. I want to go to Merida." And
Yeah.
You know what? I said, "Yes, let's go."
Because that was your first pick, though, right?
Yep.
When I said I had the week off, you said that you wanted to do Merida.
Yep.
So what do you like about Merida?
I like where it's not spoiled with a lot of Americans and other tourists there. Believe it or not, unless you speak Spanish, you still have to work a little bit to get around because nobody there speaks English. And when I say nobody, that's not absolutely true, but there's not that much English speaking going on there. But one thing about Merida is it is the nicest and the friendliest city of Mexico that I've ever visited. You can walk around at nighttime, 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning, and feel absolutely safe. It's just really a neat place.
Yep. Yeah, Merida is like the Mexican version of like New Orleans. That's what I look at it as.
Okay.
New Orleans, you have the swamps and you have the tours. Merida, you have the cenotes, you have the haciendas, you have the Mayan ruins. So
if you go down there by the ocean, you don't really have swamps, but you have marshes down there.
Right.
Near the ocean.
Which we will be going to.
Yeah.
That'll be stop.
And
that'll be what we're doing on Sunday. So tomorrow at right about this time. Well, this time it's early. Never mind.
Yeah.
But yeah, so we'll be in Celestun.
Yes.
Where they have the marshes. We'll be taking a boat ride. I'm not sure if we'll be. I think that we can swim, but it didn't say on the thing. But we're going to be going through the marshes and looking at the flamingos.
The last time we were there, we weren't supposed to see that many flamingos, and for some reason they were still congregated there. And it was an amazing sight to see. They're just everywhere. That whole marsh is just covered with pink flamingos and everything.
Right, but we don't need to go too much into detail because we'll actually be there and you'll be able to see those pictures, those videos. So, but tonight we're flying out of McCarran Airport because we're in Las Vegas. What are some good airport flight tips that you have, Dad?
When you travel light. Make sure you know the rules, how to get through security without holding anything up and everything. Find out where you're going and what the temperature is and dress for the temperature. You don't want to take heavy clothes for 100-degree weather. If you're going to be out in a lot of sunshine walking around, I recommend you wear light, long sleeve clothes because that way you don't worry about sunburn on the arms or so forth. Wear a hat because it really beats down on you and you need protection. Take a lot of sunscreen if you're going to be out in the sun like we're going to be. The temperature, by the way, in Merida is running somewhere 95 to 100 right now according to the weather report. So it's going to be interesting. Nighttime doesn't really get that much better. I think the nighttime temperature gets down to around 75 or 80. So it's a neat place. A little warm, but good.
They got lots of restaurants there. different kinds of food. So we'll try different kinds of food. We're staying at hotel something.
You know,
Yeah.
last time we were there, we went to this little seaside town, Progresso. Progresso's there on the coast. That's where they make Progresso soup. Nah, I'm just teasing. That's not a good one, but it sounds interesting. But if you're over near the ocean or anything, try the seafood because their seafood is fresh and it is good. The Mexican people there, the Mexican cooks, they know how to cook seafood.
Mm-hmm. It's almost as good as here in Vegas.
Better.
Maybe it's better. It might be better.
Maybe better. So anyway, we're doing this little video now just as an introduction. But as we go on, there's going to be more videos of what we did, what we saw, and so forth. Try to get you interested in visiting Mexico. At least visiting Merida. If you go down to Tijuana, if you go to Puerto Vallarta, if you go to Cancun, you don't really see Mexico because the whole thing is just orientated towards visitors, you know. And actually, they import a lot of the people there to work in the restaurants and the hotels from Mexico City. So, you know, you don't really see the real thing. But when you go to Merida, you got all the locals there, and, you know, and they know the place is good. It's a fun place.
Yep. And just to give you an idea, the differences between like Merida is that, I mean, we're staying at a pretty nice. It's not like high end, but it's pretty nice.
It's a 3-star
hotel, 3-star.
3-star motel.
3 stars,
Hotel.
3 out of 6 or 7. I don't know. It's 3 stars.
3
That's
out
very
of 5.
important, which means that I don't know. But it's $30 a night. $30 a night. So
Has swimming pool.
has a swimming pool. So that's 5 nights. Clean, very clean hotel with a restaurant inside and a pool. $30 a night. Okay, for 5 nights. Basically, for 5 nights, I'm staying there. We're staying there. That would cost me in my hometown of Paso Robles, California. It would cost me. That's probably close to 1 night staying in Paso. $30. So that's pretty awesome. That's one of the reasons we like going to Merida. You can eat. You know, dinner costs probably $5. You know what I mean? And you're talking like good food. But you'll see. Like I said, we'll see all that. We'll show you the menus. We'll talk about the different kinds of food and how much it costs, and we'll show you around. You'll be able to see everything. So it's gonna be cool.
One thing about Merida, and it may pertain to most of Mexico, be very careful about what you eat, especially green, raw vegetables and so forth, because you can get sick on those. If you do eat the vegetables, if you have them in your hotel, if you wash them really good. I've also read just mix up a little solution of peroxide and water and wash them in there, and that will kill the germs. That's where the germs are at, is on the exterior of the vegetables and everything. Or if you want to, you can cook the vegetables. If you cook vegetables, they're fine. Otherwise, the rest of the food there is pretty good. You don't really have to worry about it that much. But as a precaution, take something for diarrhea just in case, you know, whatever.
Yeah, and the one thing I always suggest, doesn't matter where you live, wherever you go, when you go on vacation, you always tend to eat what's the food that you're not used to having. So one thing I always suggest is mix in a meal that is very similar to what you usually eat. That'll help your stomach digest, it's like that. So
that's a great idea.
that's why I'm gonna go to where?
I don't know.
Ponchos, and I'm gonna have a burger.
Oh, that's the name of the place. We went to one place that had hamburgers, American style, and that was the name. Ponchos.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
got the. It's cool. You'll see it. We'll show it to you.
Yeah.
Ponchos. So I made a deal with my dad that we can each pick a restaurant that we've been to before, but we can only go to one restaurant we've been to before, other than probably eating at the hotel.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple times.
There's some sidewalk cafes that we like around that we could stop and have nibble some food at and everything. But going to a restaurant, no, we want to hit different places and experiment.
But anyways, next video will probably be at McCarran, and anybody that's never been to McCarran Airport, will take some videos in McCarran and talk about McCarran, and it should be a pretty relaxing. So the flight is leaving at 11 p.m. and then we are landing in Miami, and then we're in Miami for like 3 hours, about 4 hours in Miami, and then we're going to Merida, and we'll be in Merida. So it's gonna be we're gonna be catnapping all the way. We're gonna get to Merida, but it's all good. We'll get to Merida about noon. We'll get to the hotel whenever, like 2. We'll probably either, nap and go eat, or go walk around, come back early, whatever. We'll see how we feel when the time comes. And, but like I said, next video we'll show will probably be in, at McCarran, and we'll see you then. All right?
All right. Bon voyage.
Bring your hand over, they can't see.
Hasta la vista.